It's episode 7. It's a classic game of telephone. Who's gonna win and who's gonna lose? It's all starting now.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Stop telephoning me.
Yes, it's telephone because obviously these ladies have never heard of a game of telephone. They played it well tonight. It is Monday. Welcome to AfterBuzz's Real Housewives of Orange County After Show. I am your host, Hollywood Lian, and I'm here without Maite, but I have the rest of the panel for you guys.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Thomas Orlina. Find me everywhere online at Thomas Orlina.
Hey guys, glad to be back this week. My name's Haley Clover. You can find me everywhere at Haley Clover.
Hi guys, it's been a week. We're back.
We're back.
We're back. It's episode 7. We open up with Shannon and Steve. We have a lot to talk about tonight. We have a news and gossip section for you that I don't know anything about. The guys handle it. And we have a Twitter segment for you guys as well with a little Twitter song that we're going to do. So we're going to do Rock and Robin with it, right, Josh? And we open up with Shannon and Steve.
New trainer.
Yes. Oh, actually, no, we don't open up with Shannon and Steve. We open up with... Yes, Steve is the trainer. Oh, my God. I was really confused. I was like, wait a second. Am I throwing
Steve,
in...
yeah.
Vicky's Steve? Oh, my God. He was so hot.
Oh my gosh, where did Shannon get this trainer?
Not from
Bravo.
Cut Fitness. Ooh.
Yeah.
Not from Cut.
Not from
we've got a
Cut
lot
Fit-
to talk about with that
I know.
whole dynamic.
This orange is juicy filled.
I would just like to say that the dynamic between Shannon and her trainer was so unbelievably awkward watching that. I was just like, Shannon, just shut up, stop sharing. Like, you just met, and you know what bothers me too is I'd like to see like if that was the first 5 minutes of the workout, you know, and
Probably.
then she actually
I hope
worked out
so.
after, because if she's paying that guy to come to her house and all she does is a 5-pound bicep curl, I'm gonna kill someone.
I know. I thought that the trainer handled it pretty well because she didn't look like she was working out. She didn't look like she was enjoying
He's
herself.
getting paid.
Yeah, but I feel like Shannon should put more of an effort to really like show this new side of her.
That's why I was like, Tamara's like, throw the money at me. If you're just going to waste
Right.
it, throw it at me.
Well, and
Yeah.
I think with Shannon too, it's like it's an insecurity thing with working out. She probably feels really weird working out
It's a
to begin
TMI
with.
thing, too.
So yeah, well for sure, but I think that's why she overshares is because she's uncomfortable, and so for her to feel a little bit more comfortable, she's like, I'm just gonna put it all out there, and then you already know, and then I don't have to worry about it
The
anymore.
trainer was hot. He could train me anytime, anywhere. Preferably at my house, like Shannon said. She's like, I get up in the morning and I just go outside and he's there and we can just work out outside.
I kind of like going somewhere for a workout.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's
it's nice.
more motivating, you know what I mean?
Well, and I just like it makes me feel like I'm doing something productive.
'Cause-
Like I don't need to be at
Yes.
home all day.
I feel like the environment sometimes contributes. So if
Yeah.
you're like at a gym and everyone's going hard, like you can go for it.
You're
But
like everybody
sometimes
else is in pain. I'm in pain too. We're
Yeah.
all doing this together.
Gyms can be intimidating at first, so maybe she
True.
does need the one-on-one. I like that they're working out in the morning, some physical activity. There was lots of sexual innuendos, hips forward, put it in there,
Thrust it.
thrust. Okay,
Well,
I
she is
think-
promoting her brand new
I know,
food line.
but she's horny.
Well, yeah, I mean, Tamara mentioned how many times last episode that she loves to have sex. Loves to have sex.
She's always spilling the beans, so I just feel like the gym session went to a therapy session. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, she
And
keeps
Steve
it
was
so
like,
real.
Okay.
It's
Great.
double date night in the OC, and Emily and Shane are entering what I like to call the lion's den. Just because Tamra, she just goes right for it right away.
I thought she could have done more, actually. She was kind of hesitant. I think she's really trying to go into it, like, not full force. She's just kind
the
of
bone
casually.
collector. She's the bone collector. She's Sheree of Atlanta, but this season.
Right.
And yeah, she was ready to go for it. So I heard you threw Gina out. And Emily's like, oh yeah, here it comes. She's
Right.
gonna
I will say
talk
at
about
least
it.
she, you know, if she was going to talk about that whole situation behind Emily's back, I'm glad she at least also brought it up to their faces.
True.
Well, it's a storyline. It's what's developing. I think we're gonna take this all the way to the
I have to say
reunion.
that I think Shane handled it well at dinner, even though I'm still not, you know, I'm not a Shane fan. I just, I think he handled himself well and just kind of did his own
I think
thing.
he handled himself perfectly well. He explained the kind of person that he is and the kind of personality
Right.
that
You know
he
what I
has.
do feel kind of bad about with him is how much emphasis they put on everyone ordering a drink every time he's around. They like will zoom in on the alcohol just to like remind you that he is so straight edge
I'm gonna have
and
a
does
Diet
not
Coke.
drink. Yeah, it's like
With a lime.
we get it. Like we know he doesn't drink.
Hey, you know what? Everyone has their thing. I wish the OC people were a little bit more open because they brought up CBD oil tonight, and I'm like, I want to and they've talked about ganja before.
Yeah.
And so they've alluded to so many facts. I just want someone to flat out start smoking on camera.
I mean,
preferably
it's
a
legal.
housewife.
It is
Exactly.
legal.
California,
It's California, so I want someone to do it. Hopefully, one of them will do it. But
I wanted a
Some of
little
them
bit
need it.
more. I wanted a little bit more from this double date, though. I don't know. There wasn't that.
Okay, hold
it
on.
wasn't
Do
as
you
intense
think
as I
there's
thought.
more for Emily and Shane to give? To be honest,
are you
I'm
crazy?
I'm
First of
bored
all,
by this relationship.
You
bored.
You and my Taylor were like, no, I think that's it. And then in the next preview, Emily says, I will effing kill you
Okay.
to Kelly.
Well,
you want fire? She's
I-
going to bring it.
Okay, hold on. I don't mean more in the sense that they're not going to bring more drama and stuff to the show.
Like more to the storyline or what?
I truly just mean them as a couple together, not Emily separately and defending her husband and whatever. I mean, if I had to watch them go out on dates and just watch their relationship, I think I would be really bored.
Well, we actually haven't
I had
really
a feeling
seen
you were going to say that.
The only thing we've really seen is their home interaction and Emily pulling stuff out. But what they're talking about is not really stuff that husbands want to do on camera.
Yeah.
Every husband that we've
sure.
seen on the show is kind of like, what did I sign up for? Like, why are we doing this right now?
So this
kind
is
of-
just based on my opinion of, like we're saying, these first, couple of episodes. So my mind could totally change. I'm hoping it does change, for the love of God.
Exactly. Well, it's a classic game of telephone. He said, she said, I heard you threw Gina out. And he was like, well, I welcomed her outside, which is a great response. There's some
Yes,
comedy there.
it
There's
is.
some
Well,
comedy
he
there.
is very dry, like you said, very dry and
He's very
sarcastic.
dry. He's very sarcastic. There's truth
Yeah.
in it. And Tamara says she's like that too, which I'm glad she said, because the thing is, I feel like he's going to get a lot of heat tonight. People are going to say he's
Yes.
a dick because of how he was talking about it. But
Yeah.
the thing is, girls do the same thing, except they go, I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just trying to be honest. So, like, everyone in their friend group has that sort of person that just shoots it like it is, and everyone kind of gets annoyed, but it's really the truth. So,
Right.
I don't really feel like he's some sort of real bad guy. I feel like he's just an ordinary guy that's probably annoyed with all the women in in this house that were drinking, and he was like, dude, I have 2 children upstairs. Like, it's not that deep. Just
I think Gina should have been at this double date. Forget the double date situation.
She started it
should
all.
have just
We have
been
a lot
there.
to talk about. Gina is totally. She was ridiculous tonight.
Maybe it's the New Yorker in me, but I like Gina.
I love
I think
Gina.
you do,
I love
yeah.
Gina, but I think tonight she really dug herself a huge hole.
Really?
But then,
We'll have
but
to
then
get
they
to it, but
cleared
at
it up.
what point?
In
They
the
cleared
boutique
it
with
up.
Emily? In the boutique with Emily? That was completely ridiculous.
Well, her trying to get in Emily's ear and trying to
Well, the
make
thing
the
is, she just
situation.
felt bad.
But
She just felt bad.
I will say though that
That was all
Gina,
guilt-ridden.
Gina literally did say exactly what Shannon said on camera and exactly what she had said to them
But
on
the way
camera.
she
She's very
portrayed
honest.
it, the way she portrayed it was completely ridiculous.
Oh, see, I don't think so.
I totally think so. I feel like she was creating
Shannon was
this,
absolutely
I feel like she was
putting
creating this
something out
huge
there that
fire
was-
just to like step away from it when she was the catalyst in creating the fire. Like
Yeah.
you have to have gas for the fire. She was the gas, the oxygen, whatever you want to be. She was the one that drunk and started the problem, and then now she's like, I think like you need to tell the ladies stop talking about your husband.
So-
you're the subject.
Maybe it's just
You're the one that got drunk. We're talking
Yeah.
about you. Like it
Yeah.
makes no sense for you to just throw a bunch of gas on the fire and walk away.
I get that. Here's the only thing I'll say, and maybe it's just because I've worked for a housewife in the past and have seen how things have worked just in editing, the editing realm of the Housewives. It's very possible she didn't bring it up first, and that's how they made it look.
At the boutique?
At the boutique.
Doesn't matter who brought it up. What
she
came
wanted
out of
a
her
scene.
mouth was
She got a
ridiculous.
scene.
Yeah, but it was coming up anyway because Tamra made a comment about, Shannon throwing that stuff out there. It was coming up anyway.
I feel like she just felt bad that, okay, we're just going to skip to it. We're going to skip to it because we're just talking about it too much. Emily's Tesla ran out of battery, and Gina's recapping in the worst way because I would be pissed too. Everything
Oh,
that
I'm not
Gina
saying
said,
Emily was wrong.
Everything that Gina said was just like It was a mathematical equation.
It was just
I would have been
gaslighting.
pissed.
Yeah.
I would have been pissed. Oh, everyone's talking about your husband, and it was brought up again. And it's like, you're the problem. You're the reason that we're having this problem.
Yeah.
I would have been like, why didn't you stop it? Why didn't you just say, you know what? I don't think it's too petty, like you said, because Emily had said before, Gina had said before, I think it's so petty. We like to squash stuff and never bring it up again. It's being brought up all over again at the table. As soon as Emily left, they started talking about it. And Shannon got the brunt of it. That was so stupid.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think Emily shouldn't have been mad. I would have been totally pissed too. It was interesting though to see the flashback that they showed of Emily talking to Kelly about abuse and saying it again.
Why didn't they show that
There was a
scene?
conversation though that had happened maybe even before the boutique about all of this stuff.
Yeah, it
That
did.
was
that
crazy.
happened with Emily and Kelly. So we don't really know who, like you said, it's a big game of telephone. We don't know who the hell is bringing up all this
They should have
stuff.
They
watched
should have
Beverly
showed.
Hills.
They should have showed Kelly and her have that conversation, so we could have got a little bit more juice out of this.
Well, it's proven that, like, the more you talk about stuff, the worse it gets.
like a domino effect.
It's a
Yeah.
real classic game of telephone. Like, by the end of the episode, it's going to be like Shane chased her out with a knife. It was crazy.
But
He
after
was-
seeing
Well, it was
previews
close
for
to
next
that.
week, it could be possible.
Oh my God, next week looks so good.
We're going to get into it a little bit more because I really do feel like it was all guilt-ridden. Like, I feel like she was telling Emily all of this stuff because she felt bad. She's like, she's going to see on camera that we were just talking about her.
Okay, so if
I just
that's
want
the
to give her the
case,
heads
is
up.
that better than not saying anything before she sees it?
I feel like I just said she just could have recapped it in a better way. I feel like she worded it in the worst possible way, kind of throwing Shannon under the bus. When Tamara,
It
the
did
bone
throw
collector,
Shannon
really
under
is.
the
It did.
bus,
Yeah.
for sure.
Tamara is
It
the
did.
one that brought it up, and Shannon said that, and then Tamara went ape shit on Shannon. But we'll talk about that because that was full of passive aggressiveness.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because of what Tamara's going through with
Exactly.
Shannon.
I feel like everyone is just taking it out on the wrong people.
Yeah.
Emily took it out on the wrong person too. She went,
They all need therapy.
oh man.
Everybody was going off on the wrong person,
Let's just talk
pretty
about
much.
something positive for a quick second
Yes.
before we go back to all the drama.
Yes.
Kelly, she's looking for a new house and she found one and she's realizing that Jolie is a little bit spoiled. I mean, she went to camp in a private plane. Oh my God.
I love
just
how they
wanna-
showed the little photo of the plane and everything,
I just want
so
to see
you
the
know.
camp. I just want to see the camp.
Oh my God. I can't believe, can you imagine arriving at camp and you're like, I just got off that little private plane.
I just imagine
While everybody's in the
Parent
big
Trap.
yellow
I know,
buses.
it's just for real. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that is so funny.
I like this segment though for Kelly. I think it's important that she does that for Jolie, and it shows a sign of maturity with not only her trying to do that for her daughter, but like her as a
Totally.
person. I've never really seen that from her, so I like that.
Yeah, and I was really surprised by Jolie's reaction to everything and
Yeah,
how
me
she wanted to
too.
go back and how she really enjoyed it and
Totally.
how she was actually interacting with them when she was serving the
Oh, no, it was
food and everything.
sweet.
She was really, really into it.
She
It was
gave off
really
the best
nice.
vibes.
She did.
Yeah.
She was very happy to be there.
I
and
would want
thought
to be
that
served
was awesome.
by her. She was like, carnitas?
Yeah,
She's like, would you like more?
Carnitas?
her vibe
Clearly, I'm in charge of the carnitas
was
portion.
much more open and welcoming than Kelly's was. I don't
Yeah.
think Kelly had a bad vibe at all, but I just think that she was very into it and it was really, really nice to see.
Absolutely.
was.
Like, before they got there, I'm not sure about the retraction that Kelly was bringing up. I'm not sure that's the best strategy. I feel like just acknowledging what has happened and then trying to change it is the best strategy.
Right.
So I feel like going to the soup kitchen is a very, very good start. And I feel like she did do really good. It was a really nice interaction. It was
Yeah.
nice to see. Vicky and Steve are drinking Chardonnay, and Vicky's acting so desperate. It was so weird.
It was.
It's a Sauvignon Blanc.
It was so weird for her to say Sauvignon Blanc. I'm like, I just feel like she wanted to say it on camera.
Well, it was clearly an ad. She was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, is this the Sauvignon Blanc from this person? Is
I
this
know.
what we're drinking?
For
And did
real.
you get it at Ralph's?
Hashtag ad.
Was it $12.99 on sale this Saturday?"
The ads are so obvious. I just saw one on the Kardashian. She's like, "Oh, is this bed Pacific Design or something?" I'm like, I can't with those people.
I love product placement. It's so
I know.
good.
Can
Hashtag
someone-
sponsored.
Can someone send me a bed, Casper? Can
They
someone
might
send-
as well just have a lower third with the brand, and
For
that's
real.
what they should start doing.
They should just do the brand. Olive Garden, I love you. Send
Which,
me
by
food.
the way, yeah, like we wouldn't care. We're all consumers. We'll fall for it. You
Exactly.
kidding?
Yeah.
We'll plug it on AfterBuzz. Send us some
Yes.
stuff.
Speaking of plugs.
Yes. Great transition.
Yes. Hey guys, hey AfterBuzzers. Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, movies, sci-fi, and more. There is no other network that works harder, but we need your help. We're asking that you can please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional.
Woohoo!
So hit the subscribe button now for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz TV YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did in the comments, and we'll thank you on air on our next show. For now, thanks for making us the best after show network out there.
There we go. Yeah, make sure to subscribe because we have lots of shows to offer. What other shows are you guys on?
I have Shameless starting again September 9th.
Yes, and I'll be back on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which there is so much going on behind the scenes.
There is stuff
I'm
happening in the
excited
press
for
right
this
now.
There's
season.
so much.
Good, because the last
And
season was
Denise.
awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was okay.
No, it was bad. And speaking of really good montages, though, because Bravo's perfect at that, they're really good at bringing out the bad in everybody. The Vicky montages were fantastic tonight. The birthday ones were great. My favorite is when she comes out in the red dress and everybody's ignoring her. Freaking hysterical.
That is amazing. She's like, I'm just going to be late to my own party. And then
You
no
would
one
think
gives
that
a crap.
Vicky by now would have somebody usher her in and make a big splash, and she just walked down the staircase alone.
I know, it was great. They're
my
getting ready to
gosh.
plan this big birthday golf thing that we're going to get into at the very end of it. But for now, let me just say, I was going to vote Jolie the real MVP of the episode for the soup kitchen. But
Is
I
that
really,
the golf cart lady with the drinks?
She is the real MVP every day of the week. But for this episode, Tamara's mom is all of us.
True.
She is all of us. When she
Dana Plumber?
reveals that she didn't know, well, first of all, yeah. The plumber boyfriend, yes, queen, get it.
Get it.
Because we all need a plumber boyfriend to clear our clogs. We need our pipes cleared and we need them clean. So, yeah. When she revealed that Shannon didn't know she had to pay for water, her face.
Oh my
I'm like, that
goodness.
is the face of every American that's watching this show right now.
Yep.
Well, that just lets you know that
Except
David
for all
was
the Americans
responsible.
like Shannon.
She thinks she's screwing the man, David, in a sense. And Tamara wants Shannon to spend the money that she's wasting at her gym, which makes sense. It is kind of a slap in the face. It's weird. It's
What
like,
do you think that's about, by
I
the
don't
way?
know.
You know what's? It's so funny too because like my dad has been going to the same car dealer for years because they're friends, and he doesn't even want those types of cars anymore. But there's just this sense of loyalty that he feels like he needs to go and
Shannon has
get a
none of
car from
that.
them. No, and you would think after like if Tamara truly answers the phone at midnight
It's
and listens to all this
crazy.
stuff, you'd go to your friend's gym. Like it's crazy.
Maybe
It's
she's
insulting.
insecure. Maybe
It's
she's
insulting.
insecure. She doesn't want to
Come with me
be.
to find a trainer.
Okay,
It's like,
yes.
I am a trainer.
Yes, I would say that, but
Yeah.
she went to that gym last year where the guy rips her a new one on
Mm-hmm.
camera. Like unless it's maybe
He was like,
traumatic.
"Wow."
After that,
Wow.
yeah, exactly. Maybe
Wow.
after
Maybe just
that,
don't say
she's like, I
wow when
can't.
someone takes off their clothes.
Unless it's like a wow,
Yeah.
damn,
Get
baby
over
girl.
here.
Other ways of saying wow.
Yeah,
Put it in there. Thrust. Move forward.
I would be
Move your
upset,
hips
too.
forward, trainer. Now, the thing is, look, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because I don't like to be one-sided. I like to be a little bit on both sides. Sometimes I like to be both. I'm a little biased sometimes. I'm just kidding. No, here's the thing though. Not
just have an opinion.
Well, here's the thing. Not everybody can go to the same gym. Cut Fitness might not be the gym that Shannon wants to go to. Not everybody's into CrossFit.
Totally.
But the thing is, they're friends. And Tamara's willing to accommodate.
Okay,
It's not all CrossFit.
It looks like it's all
No,
CrossFit.
it's totally not. It's all like HIIT training. It's all high intensity interval training. And I will say,
Is that not
if you-
CrossFit?
No, not at all.
All I know
I
is
know
that I'm
because
out
I
of
work
breath.
at a
Works at a
HIIT studio.
That isn't that you're out of breath for a whole hour?
Yes.
I'd rather just do the
Cardio.
nasty. That's cardio.
No, but
Oh boy.
I will say though that Shannon, if she truly hates working out, probably doesn't like other people watching her work out, and then doesn't have like a ton of athletic prowess to begin with, those classes would be tough for her.
But
Doesn't
Tamara
mean that
said she would
couldn't do
send
it, though.
someone to her.
Right.
I feel like
That's the thing.
Tamara's
Tamara was willing
to
to help.
Yeah, she's willing to accommodate, but Shannon is just not even
I just want to
noticing
know.
that
Now
she's
I want to
upset.
like tweet her and ask her and get a definitive answer.
Well, you know what?
Do
Shannon
it.
didn't really give her anything,
Me
so I
too.
feel like Tamara was just piling up these marbles, and then at the end, she spilled it all on her with the whole Gina thing. She's mad about the Eddie thing. She's mad that Shannon never says, "How are you? How are you doing? How's Eddie doing?" It's never ever about the other person.
Right.
I don't like
Tamara.
friends like that. I can't.
This is typical Tamara in other seasons for her to have these emotions and let them build up until she literally just freaks out on someone. Like, this is not the tip of the iceberg for those
Exactly.
two. She's gonna literally lose it at some point this season.
She's good.
And it's not
It's
like
been building
she should
up for
just say
Shannon.
to her now, like, Shannon, why the heck would you not come to my gym? Like, this makes no sense and it hurt my feelings.
Well, she calls her an a-hole later on down the season. It's been building up since last season because she's always upset about the David thing, and Tamara has been there for her for all of that, and there's no reciprocation.
There's no
And sometimes-
balance. Like with friends,
Yeah,
it should
you
be
need
like
a little bit.
50-50, and I feel like with
Yeah.
Shannon, it's not.
It's all miscommunication too, because then Tamara gets mad when Shannon goes out with Kelly so that they can talk about that stuff because they can bond over it. But then when they don't invite her, she's like,
That's a
why
good
aren't
point.
you inviting me? Well, it's because we know that you hate listening to us cry and, bitch about our ex-husbands.
But the thing is, though, here, it's not... I don't agree with the 50-50 thing because sometimes you go through crap and it's like, if I'm having a bad year, I want you to be there for me. I don't care if it's the whole year. Be there for me because next year when something happens to you, then it's
I'll
like,
be there.
you know what? I was there for a whole year. It is my turn now to be there for her.
Well, that's what
And
Tamara
Eddie's-
wants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's happening now to Tamara. She needs
She wants the
someone-
60, and she wants Shannon to be 40, and Shannon
Exactly.
is stuck at 60.
Eddie
Yeah.
is like not even taking his heart medication, which is crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
I sent in a tweet about that. We have a good one, so when that comes up, we
All
can
I
talk
know
about
is that I've been saying this for a long time. Really have had a crazy relationship with Shannon. But one thing that I've said, it's actually one of my most popular clips that I have of me at AfterBuzz, and I'm with Thomas. And I've said it a million times. Shannon is an emotional vampire. And she always has been. Cue the montage. She's selfish sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is all about her. And the water thing was completely ridiculous.
She needs to work on that. That's something that I feel like they'll bring up later in the reunion.
Well, you know what? It happened to my aunt. Just being honest, she went through a terrible divorce. My uncle really took care of pretty much everything, and it was such an emotionally taxing thing that, like, the littlest things about banking and about, trash pickup and like stuff you'd be like, are you kidding me? She didn't know. And you're like, that's nuts. How do you not?
It's old
how do you
school.
not know
Old
that?
school.
But it
The
happens.
dependability.
It's
It totally
nuts.
happens. It totally happens. There was a time where it was like the man takes care of everything. The
Right.
woman knows nothing about the finances. She's in the kitchen every night cooking dinner. You know what I
Thank
mean?
God that's changing.
Yeah, it's
And
not
has
the
changed.
1950s
It has changed.
anymore.
Yeah.
Things are changing around here. It's Vicky's birthday and the girls are going golfing.
Speaking of change,
Speaking of
that
change.
is a change of scenery.
Totally.
Not what I was
They
expecting.
need some golf lessons.
Yeah, they're looking for holes and they're going to fill as many as possible. Emily's late. Her house is gorgeous, by the way. That wide shot of it with the palm trees.
Yeah.
It's just so Orange County. I love it.
Very.
It's all about to go down. And you know what? I really feel like it's Gina's fault. I'm sorry. She really started it, so I just feel like it could have been squashed a long time ago. It wasn't. But the old jokes about the women were hysterical. I'm going to give her that. That was hysterical. When she said, as soon as it start bingo, I'm out of here. That was so funny. Heckler, the girlfriend guy, this is what I don't get. You see a group of guys and you start heckling them. And then the guy turns over. You see these group of cougars with cameras, and you're not going to give them anything?
Yeah,
I
that-
have a girlfriend.
That's
I'm
why Emily was making fun of him, and that was funny.
That was
Because I was
hysterical.
thinking
That was
the exact
funny.
same thing. I was like, what a dud. The guy was
know.
such a dud.
Maybe he thought like, okay, wait, like my girlfriend's gonna end up seeing this somehow. I
Oh,
gotta like be
God.
on
If your
point.
girlfriend isn't excited that you're
Thank
on the Real
you.
Housewives, dump her ass.
Exactly. She probably would have been like, I can't believe you didn't go flirt with Kelly Dodd. Are you kidding me? I love her.
Oh my God, it's so true.
There could have been another way, another approach for that guy.
I just love, though, that the ladies were like, I have a girlfriend. They literally said it in unison.
Yeah.
It's like, perfect. It's like, little chubby boy with the beard, get over yourself. You could have, like, really given us something.
Okay, I have to throw this out there. I vote Kelly Dodd best golf outfit. I actually really loved her golf outfit.
And she's a good golfer.
She had a great all white, nice tight golf skirt, top, and then a really great
with the
Gucci
.0
belt or
yours?
belt or whatever it was.
So we have Kelly. I'm Tamara. I love the pants.
Oh,
and
she
the,
looked great too.
I love the
but
pants
I vote
and
Kelly.
the burgundy top.
You know what? I can't even think about what they were wearing for the golf outfits because I can't get past what Gina wore to the boutique. Mike Bowman in the chat room says that she looked like Sandy from Grease. It's totally true.
It was
with
the leather jacket
those-
with the studs.
Yeah, and the little like color right here. It's like, oh, come on, girl. I got
She's a greaser.
chills. They're multiplying. Can I just say 0.014, 0.016,
No, it wasn't
0.010?
.016. They were
was
.14,
Oh,
which is
0.14,
well over the
0.12.
legal limit.
I know, but I'm saying it's like 0.01. Oh, no,
No,
you're right.
it's
Zero.
.14.
How-
You can't drive after .08.
I love it. They're
That
so
thing can't be
drunk.
real. Do you think? You think it's good?
I don't know, but how amazing.
Can
And
we
you
get
love
one
it.
for next
I think
episode?
if they hand them out to people that are driving these golf carts, I don't think Tamara just brought it.
No
Stop
way. They
it.
can't.
Are you
Okay,
serious?
no, they do not.
Thomas.
I have golfed at. My dad's a golf professional, so I grew up golfing like my
I
whole
can't.
life. And
They were
that
extra
is not
security.
happening, and I've been at some really awesome golf
Oh my
courses that
God.
give you like some awesome stuff, and it's not a breathalyzer. But
Well,
that would be amazing, though.
Let's
by
talk
the way.
about the etiquette then, because they had none. There was no
Oh.
etiquette.
So I
Driving up and down.
I think this, like, if I was on that trip, I don't know if I could do it just because it's been, like, ingrained in my head since I was little. It was killing me, like, the way they were driving their cart and stuff.
Thank
I was
God
like,
Emily
oh my
didn't
God.
fall out of that golf cart.
I thought Emily was gonna fall at one point. Shannon was driving like a crazy maniac.
Yeah.
She totally. Did you hear the girls at the like beginning?
They're
too?
like,
They
she's
were
showing off.
She totally was doing it on purpose.
She's
too.
She had
showing
her
off.
moment.
She's just trying to be Shannon. Tamara's like really pissed.
Yeah.
She was not vibing with her.
She's really, really pissed. It's just brewing inside of her. While everything's happening, I feel like it's just right under them, and it's just coming right up, and it just can't hold it in. So Emily just finally says to Shannon, "What's up with that? I heard you're comparing it, and you threw the word abuse in. Like,
I
So
think it was
that's
the
what-
key
You gotta have
word,
some
the abuse
boundaries.
word.
That's the
It's a
part
trigger
that
word.
killed me about this whole episode, whether Gina brought it up or not, which looks like she did. So let's say she did. Okay, great. You're stirring the pot. That's annoying. But she never once used the word abuse and never brought it up like that. And that's what kills me because all of a sudden now this is being
did
thrown
Emily
at-
say the word abuse
I
first?
think Emily.
Emily's-
No. I don't think
No,
she ever
Kelly
said it.
right? Kelly said it in the office.
I don't know who said it, but Emily said it again in that clip of Kelly and Emily talking. And so that's why I don't know where the heck that like all started
I don't know
because
where abuse
Gina
came from.
never said that ever.
Yeah.
She might have
Shannon
done it-
didn't even say it.
No,
No one
I-
said the
I
word.
don't
No one
feel-
said abuse.
Maybe Gina didn't say it, but I don't feel like the way she explained it to Emily, nothing good was going to come out of
Well,
it.
no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I'm
Agreed.
saying. Beside that fact,
Yeah.
that word was never brought up, so I don't know where it came from. And I truly, how about Vicky being like, "Did you make that up, Emily?"
I love that.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
also,
God.
you know, here's the thing about it, though. I really feel like even if that whole dinner scene went down, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Gina would have never said anything to Emily, I feel like maybe it would have ended there. Because it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
Even Vicky, who has been completely wrong for a while, she made so much sense tonight. She's like, who cares if she has an opinion on Shane? Who cares? Like, honestly, everyone's going to have an opinion about everything.
Right.
It was the way that Gina delivered it to Emily at the boutique.
Exactly. She did not recap it in the best way. She made it feel like she made it seem like as soon as she left, it was like a full-blown attack on Shane. When in reality, it was everyone throwing in their 2
a
cents, like Shannon
conversation.
said. Shannon said it. Everyone threw in their 2 cents. Why am
Right.
I the only one getting chastised for it? And I feel like what Shannon said wasn't anything to be mad about. She was saying like, oh, when I hear stuff like he yelled and all that, she's like, it just takes me back to me. But I'm not gonna like compare that because it's not right. Like,
Well,
what is wrong
Well, it
with
looked
saying
like she
that?
was projecting a little
Shannon
bit.
definitely, the way it came off was that she was making comparisons for sure, because she then did have a moment after people were like, you shouldn't, talk about, and then she was like, well, no, I'm talking about
Yeah.
my experience. So it came after
It
the
came
women
out
were
wrong.
kind of like,
It came out weird, but then
Yeah.
she retracted it. She was like, I'm not trying to say he's David part too.
Right, for sure.
So don't like make it out, but that's exactly what's it's turning into.
For sure.
I don't know. I feel like the whole dinner was weird. I just feel like maybe if it wasn't brought up, maybe the fire would have went down. So maybe if it came up later down the season, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Because I don't feel like it was that big of a deal.
Right.
He welcomed her out. He told her, maybe I think it's time for you to leave. It's late.
Well, I just want to see that clip because the
know,
way that they
I
both
know.
explained it was not.
It's two
Please
different
leave my
ways.
house.
It's
It was get the hell out of my house. You're being loud and obnoxious and drunken. I love how he
It
says
was more like,
drunken.
"Get
She
her
was
out of
wasted,
here.
and he
Get her
was
out of here."
pissed, and he probably did say,
You know what? My boyfriend was
Get her
like,
the
I
F
would have
out of
told
my
him to get
house.
out too.
I'm excited for next week though because they finally come head to head. All the girls, Shane's there. It's gonna be the best thing ever.
Here's the thing though about that.
hoping.
If it's
Yeah.
strictly based on the dinner, then that is complete BS. Like if it's strictly based on the Gina thing, like
Right.
that is crazy to come after him like that. For Kelly to just call him a bitch because of the Gina thing, that has nothing to do with
Well,
you.
Kelly has a history
well,
of.
Kelly, it
We'll
just goes
see
off
what
the
really
rails,
goes
yeah.
down.
We'll
there,
see.
there has to be some other stuff brewing.
Yeah.
But Vicky made sense. Why are you guys caring about this? I should just do your 401k and your insurance. That's what we should really
That
be
was
worried
funny.
about. You know what? It makes sense. Tamara's the bone collector, and they're drunk. So I feel like she's hurt, and this is where it came from. It was passive aggressive. She's just mad that you don't ask about my life or Eddie. And Kelly was confused. So Kelly was like, yeah.
Okay, I have to say that this was like the best part. This was the best tennis match now that I could have ever watched.
Yes.
Eating popcorn. Kelly's being a great friend because she's playing both sides
is,
completely.
she
She's
is.
like,
Both sides.
No. She didn't say that. Okay, you are making her upset. No. But
No,
that
you
didn't
are
come out like that.
attacking
No,
her.
you are attacking her.
No,
Don't
she's-
say that. That's not how it
No,
happens.
should've just
she's thinking
zoomed in
about
on her.
herself. No, she's saying that about herself. And Shannon's like, I'm done with her. She's like, no, she's saying that about herself. She's like, no, she's not.
It was kind of incredible.
It was all
It
great.
was devil's advocate
Meanwhile,
right there.
Gina and Gina and Emily are in the background telling each other, no, you shut the F up. Well, I'm going to shut up if you shut up.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't leave the table. That was one of my notes. They should have just. Nobody really gets up and leaves
Why
anyways.
would you leave the table? Just hash it out all right there.
Yeah.
Because they're more normal than the other ones. The
Well,
other
that's
ones
what I
know.
don't want.
The other ones are experienced.
And
they
they hold
know,
on to every word.
They
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen
Tamara.
if they stay at the table and
Bone collector.
Yeah, that was one of my notes. I'm like, why did they leave the table? Because I don't know. It's just so much more entertainment when everybody's all together because it's Housewives. Come on.
drama.
I love the dig that Emily threw because it was a half dig, but half truth. Because she was like, you know what? She is saying my husband is getting the brunt of it because he's the only one here. Like your husband hasn't came out to dinner with us, so there's no drama with him. It was half shade, half truth.
No,
She
no,
got
no.
over it
it.
No,
really
that was
fast.
95% shade.
She should get over it. I mean, the whole thing that they're fighting, it has to do with her husband. You know what I mean?
True.
It's like 5 against 1. I would have been throwing a little shade at everyone too. What do you think? Come on, spill it.
It was 95% shade.
It was so
5%,
shade.
Oops, I just
And
let
she was
that
like,
come out of my
"You're
mouth.
low. It's
She's like,
foul."
"Oh, wait."
She walked away.
That was amazing. I love that she called her foul.
yeah. And
That was
she's
a
like,
that was a
foul.
reserve
I'm not
line,
gonna
but it
do
came
that.
out at the wrong time. That should have came out like when she really did something
And
wrong
do
to
you
you.
think, did Gina say Bible?
Huh?
Did she say Bible? Because she was like, "Promise, we're like gonna get over this." I heard
I
Bible.
didn't hear
Maybe.
it.
I'm not sure.
I was like, oh, is she watching Kardashians? I'm like, is she that young?
Yes.
I love it.
I just think that line came out at the wrong time because she should have said that to Gina like at a time she was really mad. This
Maybe
was
she'll
like,
say it
Exactly.
It just slipped. It was
When
a
they're
too
dying
soon shade.
down.
Yeah.
They're like dying down.
It's like,
Your
come here, give me a hug,
husband's
give me a
never
hug.
here.
Guys, she has tons of lines. She's murdering someone next episode.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
gosh.
exactly. Maite's like, I really think this is it. I'm like, okay, well, next episode, if this were a TV show, the next clip would be Emily going, I'm gonna kill you! I love it. I can't wait to see it. Let's get into some news and gossip.
Yes.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So, the news is that the ladies are pretty much siding with Shannon on this one. No one is really feeling this whole Gina Shane team thing. What do you guys think about this?
I mean, I'm just
No
over
one is really
it. I don't really
appreciating.
care. I don't
Well,
think...
no one is really appreciating that Shan is being the brunt of the stick here.
Well, yeah, I definitely think that they're gonna definitely side with her because she didn't use the words that Gina was saying that she used. So I can
Well, no,
see
Gina
them.
didn't say it. Emily is saying
Or
it.
Emily, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Emily alluded the whole thing to the word abuse, and that's where the word came
Right.
from.
Well, we're going to find out in the later episodes what's really happening, but for now, it looks like the people are really kind of siding with Shannon. She's been through a lot, and they're not really appreciating that. At the end of this whole conversation that has to do with everybody else, it's kind of falling on Shannon.
Yeah.
People are bringing up on Twitter the David Bador thing, that he threw his ring at the daughter.
Oh dear.
You know, with
Yeah,
the whole court thing, there's a lot of details coming out about that. It's all coming out on Twitter. What do we think about the ring thing with the daughter and the Shannon thing? That was super
It's just
low.
such a poor
Very low.
decision. Like, that is a terrible parenting moment. It just is. Like, that is something your daughter is never going to forget ever. And it's
permanent.
going to affect her in relationships in her future.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, he's had a history of being in violent situations, so maybe it was again a bad parenting decision.
Also, I want to do a little poll. Like, do we think? I want your opinion on the amount of spousal support. Like, do we think? What do we think about this? I feel like
God,
it
he's
varies
just-
in every situation, and I don't really know what he does for a living.
Listen,
like Tamara's
based on-
mom said,
he-
she's like, "What is he? Does
Isn't
he have
like
that
a
much money?"
contractor?
Maybe invested in a lot. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. The law is, or what they go off of, is how you were living your life prior. So if she was living and they were spending that type of money on, her kids' stuff, rent or mortgage, all of that stuff, like, she's entitled to living the same type of lifestyle after divorce.
Yeah.
So, you screwed yourself on not getting a prenup. That's all. That's
Definitely.
Let's
it is.
let's get into our Twitter segment, because
Yes.
that's where the real juice is. We have lots of tweets. Just because with the Housewives stuff, it's all happening at the drop of a hat. It's all happening live. People are live tweeting.
I think
Even
we're gonna.
Shannon.
Yes, I think we're gonna start with Shannon. Actually, let's get into some tweets. Here we go. So Shannon Bador, I pulled up this one. Never said I was concerned for Emily. Never had an opinion on her marriage. Hashtag pot stirring. Hashtag RHOC.
I remember when Tamara was trying to pin that on her, she was like, "So you're saying she has a bad marriage?" And Shannon's like, "No, I'm not saying
They
that."
did. They showed that her
I
on the
love
side.
that
Yeah.
they showed that little clip, because it said so much about Tamara being such a freaking bone collector.
She was bone
popster.
collecting.
Yeah.
This one's from Claire Riley. Why is Tamara bashing Shannon's golf cart driving abilities when she's the one who flipped an AV a few years ago? So I think that definitely stemmed from her just not vibing with Shannon.
Claire, that
Okay.
was pretty deep.
yeah. For I don't think the
come on
ATV
now.
driving
Yeah,
had
let's-
anything to
come
do with the
on.
bashing Shannon's golf cart driving, especially because Tamara wasn't trying to flip
Tamara,
the ATV.
exactly.
Shannon was trying to drive like an a-hole.
Exactly. Tamara was just mad about this Eddie thing, and she's taking any little comment towards Shannon. Keep going, guys.
Lolo29, shocked that I'm loving Kelly Dodd this season. I am too. I am.
I don't know why. I love her every
She's the
season.
cougar of the
Yeah.
OC. Right?
She's
Yes.
great. I love Kelly. I love when she gets drunk and she goes after everybody. We need it.
This one's a little long. Shannon, let me introduce the person across from you. She has new friends, and her MO is to sabotage the friendship she has with you so she can play with her new-ish friends. Long story short, Tam Rat is a selfish bish.
People are giving it to
Feisty,
her. Okay,
Pinky.
so this is not the only one I saw like that too. There's a lot of tweets out there tonight about Tamara.
Do you want to read this one? Because this
We have
one's
one
kind of
more.
close.
Yes, Gina chose her words very carefully. She's a good listener, and she related exactly what she heard, or relayed exactly what she heard, nothing more or less. The truth will be seen by the ladies at the reunion. She will last a long time on the show.
A long
Personally,
time?
I agree. I get it. Before you say it, I get it. The delivery was poor. Okay,
okay.
She stirred the pot a bit.
Let's
but
do an
they all
experiment.
So, okay.
Let's do an experiment.
Okay, great.
I want
love
you to say Shane is a great guy. Just in any way, just say it.
Shane is a great guy.
Now watch. I can say it in a completely different way, and it's the same words. Shane, he's a great guy.
Well, duh.
Exactly. Like, she might have said it word for word what was at the table, but she didn't say it in the right way. She said it in a way where it was going to get Emily so fired up and pissed off.
Right, but we have to get over the point that she brought it up. It's how do you think everything was handled after she brought it up?
It's not the way you say it, it's how you say it. Don't we?
This is the great RHOC debate.
Isn't that like a saying?
Because they're all gonna say it. It's a reality show. They probably need to talk about this stuff. We need the drama, people.
The drama.
We need the drama.
Is this one yours?
Oh yeah. So I wish no ill will towards Eddie, but there's nothing more frustrating than a person with a major health issue who takes it upon themselves to go off their meds like they know more than the doctor. And drinking on blood thinners is no, sir.
Ooh.
Okay, so I put this
feel
one
so
up
bad
there
for
because
him.
I do feel really bad for Eddie, and I could never put myself in
Yeah.
his shoes about how he feels on his meds and everything. But that does frustrate me too. Do you want to get better or do you not want to get better?
I would rather listen to a doctor.
Yeah.
Part of the news that I had, and I completely spaced and I apologize, is will Shannon change her last name after her divorce? What do we think about this? Do you think that she should change it? She's having trouble with the whole Storm thing because of the porn thing, but I feel like now she's embracing it because it's on her Twitter handle and everything.
I like it.
Shannon Stormbador now.
Oh, I was going to say she's not getting rid of Bador completely. If anything, she's going to hyphenate. But you can't, you're too well known as Shannon Bador now. You can't get rid of it.
Exactly. Well, that is our after show for tonight. We have a lot to bring up. Obviously, next episode's going to be super, super juicy. The girls are wearing red and they're going after Shane. That's going to be interesting. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, there's be some bloodshed.
But it won't stain the dresses.
Exactly. Hopefully, there'll be some real drama. We love talking about it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for downloading us on iTunes. Thank you for being in the chat with us. We really appreciate you guys. Good commentary. I was reading it all. We really enjoy the support that you guys give us. Thank you for being with us here at AfterBuzz TV. I'm your host, Hollywood Lian. You can find me on everything at Hollywood Lian.
Hey guys, I'm Thomas Orlina. Follow me everywhere at Thomas Orlina. And after you're done watching our after show, watch my show, Your Time with Thomas, and please subscribe.
Love talking with you guys on YouTube and on Twitter. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can find me at Haley Clover. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.